Welcome to Dump Truck Toolbox. I'm Alan, and today we're going to be talking dollars and cents about how much money you can expect to make from being an owner-operator of a dump truck. Today I'm rolling out a new addition to the Dump Truck Toolbox, and that is our dump truck budget. This budget has a lot of assumptions and formulas behind it. Be happy to chat in the comments about the details. Let me just give you a quick tour, and then we're going to get down to some solid numbers. We're going to be budgeting for a triaxle, a used, high quality one, assuming we're going to put $20,000 down, get a loan for $100,000 at 5% for 60 months, and that's a $1,887 payment. We have to pay for insurance. I recommend you pay for drug testing. I'm budgeting $417 a month for maintenance. It better be a good used truck to get in under that figure. And then another $100 for various administration. The hourly rate in our region for a triaxle is $100. And we're going to assume you're going to drive about 20 miles every hour you're working. And then we're assuming you have a 30-mile drive to the job site, 60-mile round trip for non-revenue service. Per mile cost, today in my area, diesel is going for right around $4 a gallon. We're assuming you're going to get 5 miles to the gallon. That's what I've been getting on the truck I've been driving. And my truck doesn't use DEF, so we're going to assume that the truck we're using here doesn't use DEF either. Let's look at a single month. I'm picking June. This should be a good month for most areas of the country. Based on data from my friends at Iron Sheepdog, we're going to assume that you work 8.5 hours a day, and in the month of June, you're going to work 18 days. All the computations behind it, we're estimating our costs to be about $10,000. A lot of that is fuel. Revenue would be $15,300. Your business cash flow would be $5,298. And I'm assuming you're going to pay yourself or someone else $20 an hour, and you've got to pay some taxes and all that. And so whoever's driving the truck would have take-home pay of about $2,826. If you're driving the truck, what you're doing is some of these costs back here are going to show back up in your pocket. And so if you drive your own truck, we're estimating in the month of June, you would have about $8,124 coming out of the business cash flow and your take-home pay. June's in the middle of peak season, according to Iron Sheepdog records. From April through October, we're going to have that same set of assumptions, 18 days a month of work and 8.5 hours a day. At the other end, we have February and December. Both of those months, data suggest in our region, you'd work about 7 hours a day and work 14 days that month. And so looking at February, you can see the costs are less because you're not rolling the truck as many miles, but the revenue's a lot less too. And the bottom line, your business cash flow would be $2,247 after expenses. And if you're driving your own truck, you'd have take-home pay of $1,810. That's only $4,057 coming out of the business. That's less than half of what you would get on one of the peak months, such as June. Let's look at the bottom line. What can you expect over the course of a year? So I'm estimating your cost will be $112,178. Your revenue would be $165,650. Your net business cash flow would be $53,472. If you're driving your own truck, you get an additional $30,596 in take-home pay. And then total for an owner-operator would be $84,067. Now you've got to pay income taxes and some other stuff on top of that. I talked about fuel cost being a big part of the equation here. And really the point of the budget tool is to see what if, to compare different situations. And so let's do a quick example of that. So if our fuel costs go from $4 a gallon to $5.50 a gallon, and now our fuel cost per mile goes to $1.10 a mile. And let's look back at our monthly budget. So now our total is going to be $70,420 because our costs have gone up so much. So a quick look at our budget tool. We'll be using this to compare different situations, different decisions that you could make, such as what truck should I buy? Should I buy a used truck or a new truck? Should I buy a triaxle or a quint? And so we'll be working with those numbers and help to give you an idea of some of the ins and outs of the financial side of the hauling business. If you found this video useful, please click the like button. If you found it interesting, tell me why. Because I find this stuff interesting, but some of my friends in the video business have said, spreadsheets, they're just not going to be that exciting. So I'm curious. I do want to make this interesting and useful for people. Please subscribe. We'll have more content coming out on budgets and other things. And as always, please be safe out there. And thank you for watching on the Dump Truck Toolbox. And I hope to see you again soon.